Heck
it's
yeah.
about the time that we go and we review this fucking movie. That's for
yeah.
goddamn sure. It's Twister. That's right, everybody. We watched Twisters. We're only doing one movie this week because we did such a long episode with the lists. Hope you enjoyed it. But Twisters, man, it's the sister sequel sort of to Twister from 1996. There's no real connection other than a nice little nod to the original.
Right.
This is new characters, new story. They're just doing the same job basically, and that's does not take away from it. I will say that. Paul, what was your impression of Twisters when you saw it for the first time?
So I've seen it twice now. First time I absolutely loved it. Second time I just wanted to tear it apart just to see if I could find anything to tear apart, which I couldn't. I went in with low expectations because as far as reboots go, I'd say over the last like at least 10 years, they fail. They mess up or they just make it just a replica of the original and it just pisses you off. I loved that they made this its own thing and still gave the nods to the original. I like that they did their own thing. It was unique. It wasn't quite as a drama as the original. You know, it was a lot more action. There still was drama involved. I'm not saying there's not, but it just wasn't the main couple story being like the main story kind of Twisters. The CGI looked amazing. It was very believable. They did a great job. Glenn Powell is a force to be reckoned with as well. I love his acting style. He was very believable. I loved him in Top Gun. I'm excited to see how he progresses.
Another legacy sequel too.
Yeah. And he just keeps killing. And I'm proud of him. And I'm just proud of how they did this one. It just captivated you the whole time. There's so many scenes that, you know, you realize you're watching a movie, but like you catch yourself kind of almost holding your breath because you're like, oh, okay, how are you going to make a tornado seem very intense? And you're like, oh my God, like I want them to get out. How are they going to get through this or that? And this one had spoiler alerts for anyone. They definitely did not mind killing people off by getting sucked into the tornado like they did in the original. Because in the original,
well, they didn't do that as much as you think in the original. That's one thing I noticed about this. And I'll put up the spoiler warning while we're doing it. But like the original, like people didn't die. Like there were a few people who died. This movie was like devastation.
There were over 9 that accounted for this one. The original was only 3. Because you see her dad die in the original, and then you see those 2 guys in the truck when they get too close. But this one, you start with 3 within the first 10 minutes, which was fucking insane. That was,
and they're so hard about it too.
Yes, when that man said, "I got you," and then he didn't even get himself, just swoop. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my God, dude! I was like, should I never go under one of those? Like, I'm like, is this a terrible idea? And it was just a split-second decision. I'll tell you, this movie for me was a lot of fun. Yes, it makes you feel the intensity. Go see it in the theater if you can.
Yes.
The sound adds to it, just the feel the whole time. I really loved it. I love the characters. The actors are all fun. Daisy Edgar, I think, is the young woman who played Kate in the movie. Or Daisy Jones Edgar. I'm not really sure what her middle name is. She was great. I'd never seen her in anything before, but she was very likable. I really enjoyed her presence in the movie. She carried it well. Glenn Powell, of course, like you said, is a force to be reckoned with when he comes in. And it sucks because like he's such a good actor, but he's so fucking good looking. Like he is a Ken doll. He's that good looking. I feel like if he never gets a cannibal text or something thrown against him, he's probably already outshined Armie Hammer. Because I feel like those are just really good looking, like all American gentlemen. But man, Glenn Powell is he was very fun in this. He was the breath of fresh air. Like my biggest argument for this movie, I would say, is it doesn't have the charm as the original. Like I went back and watched the original after watching this, and as soon as you see everyone's face on the team, you're beaming because you know who everyone is. And I'm talking about like that's the same feeling I had when I saw it in theaters, and you didn't know any of those actors,
right?
You know, and I had seen Twister before I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay,
so like it's not like I'm looking at Alan Ruck and be like, I remember. Like in fact, I think if anything, I probably. What was it? That City Show with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, Sin City.
Sin City.
Spin
Yeah.
City. Spin.
I
Sorry.
got you. But yeah, no, but that like so like, and there was a lot of charm there. And Bill Paxton brought a lot of that charm too, and that camp that was just special about it. This didn't have that. It seemed more straightforward, but it was good. It was a good movie. It just is more. There's no subtext anymore.
Right.
I feel they're really, because even like when you watch Top Gun Maverick, like it's not a whole lot of subtext there. They're just kind of explain everything right out for you. And
Right.
that might be a good topic to get into, and we'll talk about that another time. But that's that. I think that's why the charm wasn't there for me in this one. But did really like it. Let's give our ratings for it real quick before we. Paul gave it a 4. I gave it a 3. I think this one, go check out in theaters. It's worth it.
Yes.
And I didn't say that about a lot of stuff coming out this year.
Yeah. And I will say, as far as since I saw it twice, I saw it once at a GPX, which is, the laser projector with the full Dolby Atmos sound around. And then I also saw it in like a standard format, which is regular speakers, one rattling next to you. We all know those theaters. I will say it's worth paying to go see at the better theater for the sound and the screen. I wouldn't say it's taken away, but I'd say you don't get quite as the impact as we did for paying. Because I got a movie pass thing that we saw it for free, and I still was willing to pay the $18 per ticket just to go see it at a better theater, and it was absolutely worth it.
Movies like that, I definitely agree. Like if it has that available, you should.
Yep.
Lord Duncan, welcome. Hey, gents, what's shaking? Brian agrees he really liked Twisters as well. Glenn Powell could play Boomhauer if they ever make the real person. That's true.
You are absolutely right about that.
And I remember not knowing Philip Seymour Hoffman for Twister. Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of familiar faces on that team too, that you see, and I really dug that about it. But yeah, that's our ratings for it. Like the movie, go see it, go check it out. And that's our review for it. So, and I also did a written review on Letterboxd where I got a little more in depth about everything, so you can go check that out. But I think it's time. I went with a movie from 1988, a fun little one, and that is Bloodsport.
Nice.
Everybody should go check out Bloodsport if you haven't. It's a completely farcical story. None of it's awesome. The guy just completely lied his ass off when he wrote a book. And then Jean-Claude Van Damme made the movie. But the movie's awesome. Sonny Chiba's in it. Why not watch it? Lots of fun. Like, I don't watch it thinking, like, that guy was a hero. He won the Kumite. I watch it because it's Jean-Claude Van Damme winning the Kumite. That thing could not be real. I don't know if it is. I don't know if anything's real anymore because it's 2024 and it is all, some kind of program. But all I'm going to say is Jean-Claude Van Damme won the Kumite in 1988, and it was awesome. I witnessed it because I've seen this movie, and you should watch it too.
Yes.
Did you like The Watchers? We did do a full review of it. I don't think I was that big of a fan of it. Glass Gloves is Kickboxer, sir. Kickboxer is the Glass Gloves. The Kumite is like the boards that go up on either side of the raise them and the big one. All right, guys, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, StubHub. Thank you, StubHub. If you want to get out, go see a ball game, maybe go see a concert or some other kind of awesome venue playing something awesome, go check it out. Comedy, all that wonderful stuff. I get my tickets on StubHub. I'm going to see AJR in a week. So you guys should go check it out too. We have a link down below. Thank you to StubHub for sponsoring this show. We truly appreciate you, and we hope you guys will find some really fun stuff to go and see. But I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. One thing that I did forget to mention earlier when Dan was here, but that is, yes, he is one half of the awesome pair that host Betting Bros, which tell you how to bet on NFL games with their awesome algorithm. Well, guts instincts and his gut. He goes by his gut attitude, and his brother's maths awesome algorithm, which he put together. So go check out Betting Bros, which is coming back very, very soon, and I'm super excited. Well, Paul, that's our show, man. But thank you for everybody joining in. Thank you, Paul, for being here, hanging out with us. I do enjoy our mixtape episodes. I'm sorry you won't be here for next week.
Yeah.
It's the Paul episode afterwards, so it's going to be
it'll be chaotic.
So it will be a good time when we're talking about the Olympics and everything else. So
heck yeah.
Paul, do you have anything you want to say before we get going?
I know everyone's wrapping up your summer, so safe travels to everyone. Love your family, make some great memories, because time's always passing. We never know how much time we have left, so live it up these last couple weeks. Keep watching, keep listening, keep loving the magic of movies.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Remember, guys, I'll be live tomorrow. Get Geeked Live. You pick the topics in the comments, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can join in. You tell me what you want to talk about, and I will talk about it. And it'll be a good time. It can also be an AMA if you want it to be. So please get those questions or topics ready to discuss. Many new things going on, so it could be a really great time. All right. Before we get going, I mentioned Get Geeked. So yeah, join in for that. I'll also be live on Jeff Twoskin's Crossing the Streams. I'm part of the panel now, so make sure to check that
Nice.
out. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm going to be talking about the Acolyte tomorrow. So
Ooh.
every week we pick out something that's streaming to talk about, and that's what I will be discussing. We'll be discussing so much more. So make sure you join in. He's got some great guests on that as well. But yeah, everybody, thank you again so much for joining in tonight, hanging out with us, listening to us. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know that other episodes of this show going live or other great shows that we're putting on our YouTube channel are coming out as well. If you're listening to us at a different time, please remember to follow, like, and remember to rate and review. That's really important. Really appreciate it, especially if you're on iTunes. It goes a long way for us. But yeah, we truly appreciate you guys. Thank you again so much. And until next time, remember to be kind, stay classy, and take care of yourselves. That's important. And I will talk to you later. Bye.